Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns addresses retirement, explains why he hasn't stopped wrestling yet. Roman Reigns is arguably the biggest name in sports entertainment for over the past decade, and it'll be a sad day when the original tribal chief decides to hang up the wrestling boots. The megastar recently addressed retirement and explained why he hasn't stopped yet. Almost a decade ago, Roman Reigns was one of the biggest stars in the Stamford-based company, pushed by the management. Regardless of the push, fans rejected the Samoan until he became the tribal chief of WWE in the coming years. In an interview with Jimmy Traina of Sports Illustrated, the 39-year-old star was asked about how he separates his work from his personal life. During the conversation, the original tribal chief stated he had thought of stopping as years of in-ring action had taken a toll on his body, but he isn't done just yet. Moreover, Reigns believes that there's a lot left for him to learn and do in the ring, and there are stories to tell with the new family members coming in before he decides to hang up the wrestling boots for good. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you just wake up and you're sore and your body hurts. Sometimes on those days, I tell you, man, what's going on here? Everything's good. Maybe we could stop. But there's just so much meat left on the bone. There's so much to the performances that I'm learning. Not only about myself, but the performance in general, how to manipulate them, and how to get better at them. So many different stories to tell, and new family members coming in. It's one of those deals where as long as you can continue to practice, and as long as you feel good enough to practice, then I can play. As long as I feel good enough to continue to train and make myself physically in shape to go out there and fall down. From 23:48 to 24:38, the original tribal chief and the Wiseman's pairing has been one of the most successful ones in recent years. However, Roman Reigns wouldn't mind continuing it post-retirement from wrestling. In the same interview, Roman Reigns stated he would be down to do a podcast with Paul Heyman and fans would pay a lot of money to watch the two speak for hours. People would probably pay a lot of money just to hear me and Paul talk about wrestling or watch it live and talk about wrestling. Just give our take or how we think or just watch it as fans too, Reigns said. Roman Reigns recently reunited with Paul Heyman and is headed towards WWE Survivor Series, War Games in Canada. If you use quotes from the article, please credit Sports Illustrated and provide an H/T to Sportskeeda Wrestling for the transcription. For over a decade, Roman Reigns has been the heartbeat of WWE, evolving from a promising rookie in the Shield to the indomitable tribal chief, reigning over SmackDown. With a historic title reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion and a stranglehold on the wrestling world, Reigns is at the pinnacle of his career. Yet, as the years roll on and questions about retirement loom over every veteran athlete, fans have begun to wonder, how much longer will Roman Reigns stay in the ring? In a rare and candid interview, Reigns opened up about the subject of retirement, offering insights into why he hasn't stepped away from wrestling yet and what continues to drive him. His response was as layered as his in-ring persona, a mix of personal passion, professional pride, and the unique position he holds in the industry. Reigns began by addressing the weight of his legacy, a cornerstone of his decision to continue wrestling. "This isn't just about me," he explained. "This is about the bloodline, about my family, about the Samoan dynasty that runs through my veins. My job isn't done until that legacy is untouchable." From his storied rivalry with Brock Lesnar to his electrifying clashes with Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and Sami Zayn, Reigns has made it clear that his mission is greater than personal glory. His journey isn't just about championship gold, it's about cementing his family's place in wrestling history. Reigns sees himself as the standard bearer of that legacy. "I grew up watching my family dominate this industry. The Rock, Yokozuna, Rikishi, they all laid the groundwork. Now I'm the one carrying the torch, and I'm not about to drop it." Reigns admitted that wrestling at the highest level takes an enormous toll on his body. The grueling schedule, the relentless travel, and the constant physical demands have left their mark. "I'm not the same guy I was 10 years ago," he said. "Every bump, every spear, Every Superman punch, it all adds up. Yet despite the physical strain, it's his mental drive that keeps him going. There are days when my body tells me to stop, but my mind doesn't. I'm addicted to the rush of performing, to the energy of the crowd, to the challenge of outdoing myself every time I step into that ring. Reigns is also keenly aware of the psychological aspect of his role. As the face of WWE, his presence carries a weight that transcends individual matches. When you're at the top, it's not just about you anymore. It's about the business. It's about the fans. It's about making sure this machine keeps moving forward. One of the most compelling reasons Reigns hasn't considered retirement yet is the ongoing success of the Bloodline storyline. The intricate tale of family loyalty, betrayal, and dominance has captivated audiences and elevated everyone involved, including the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman. The Bloodline is a story that's still being written. Reigns explained, "It's not something you walk away from halfway through. There's still more to tell, more moments to create, more layers to explore." Reigns credited Paul Heyman as a driving force behind the storyline's depth and success. Paul has been instrumental in shaping this narrative. He's a genius, plain and simple. And when you're working with someone like him, it pushes you to reach new heights. Beyond the fictional narrative, Reigns takes his role as a leader in WWE seriously. He sees himself as a mentor to younger talent, helping to shape the next generation of superstars. "I've been where they are, hungry, uncertain, trying to prove myself. If I can help someone navigate that journey, then I'm doing my job." Reigns specifically mentioned working with Solo Sikoa as one of his most rewarding experiences. "Solo reminds me of myself when I first started, raw, powerful, and ready to take on the world. It's my job to make sure he realizes his potential, just like others did for me." Of course, the financial rewards of wrestling at the highest level are another factor in Reigns' decision to keep going. With a grueling schedule comes significant compensation, and Reigns acknowledged that his continued success has allowed him to provide for his family in ways he never imagined. "This business has given me everything," he said. "It's put food on my table, a roof over my kids' heads, and opportunities I never dreamed of. Walking away from that isn't an easy decision." However, Reigns also emphasized that his career is not solely about money. "I'm not in this just for the paycheck. If I was, I would have walked away a long time ago. This is about passion, about love for the sport, about leaving something behind that people will talk about for years." Reigns, a devoted father and husband, admitted that balancing his career with his personal life is one of the biggest challenges he faces. "My family is everything to me. They're my anchor, my motivation, my reason for everything I do." He credited his wife and children for supporting his career, even when it means long stretches away from home. "My wife is the real MVP. She holds everything together when I'm on the road. And my kids? They're my biggest fans. They're the reason I lace up my boots every day." When asked directly about when he might retire, Reigns gave a thoughtful response. "Retirement is inevitable. I'm not going to do this forever. But I'm not done yet. There's still more I want to accomplish, more I want to give." Reigns hinted that his eventual retirement will be on his own terms. "I'll know when it's time. It won't be because of an injury or because someone tells me to step aside. It'll be because I feel like I've done everything I set out to do." Finally, Reigns gave credit to the fans who have supported him throughout his career. "The WWE Universe is the reason we do this. Their energy, their passion, their loyalty. It's what keeps us going. As long as they're with me, I'll keep showing up." Reigns acknowledged that his relationship with the fans has evolved over the years. "There was a time when they booed me out of the building," he said with a laugh. "But now, whether they cheer or boo, I know they care. And that means everything." As Roman Reigns continues his unprecedented run as WWE's tribal chief, his words offer a glimpse into the mindset of a man at the top of his game. Retirement may be on the horizon, but for now, Reigns is focused on the present, on defending his title, expanding his legacy, and leaving an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. "I've been blessed with an incredible career," he said. "But the story isn't over yet. And trust me, when it's time to walk away, you'll know. Until then, Acknowledge me." In true Roman Reigns fashion, the message was clear. The tribal chief isn't done ruling the ring just yet, and as long as he remains atop his throne, the wrestling world will continue to acknowledge him.